Recovering from the flu.
He's really sick.
Well, he's recovered from it. He doesn't have, but that's exhausting.
I don't know if I'm recovered yet.
You don't
I'm
know.
not sure. I think it's still making up its mind.
And you're in a place right now, Adam, where you're not allowed to take a day off.
Not really.
They would laugh at you if you said, "Leave me alone for a day."
Yeah.
But busy.
Lots to do. Lots to do. I love being busy.
Are you? So cheesy. But are you living your dream right now? You're a rock
100%.
star.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this is what I've always wanted.
Yeah.
Something like this. So I'm just trying to enjoy it and stay in the moment. And anything negative that comes my way, I just forget about it and move forward.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm being honest, I have to say I'm quite intimidated. I've interviewed you before, and you're a very gracious guy and a easy guy to have around. But you're doing Barbara Walters in like 3 days.
I know.
That's like real serious.
We already taped it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was. She didn't make me cry.
Did she try?
She might have tried a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
She tried to get cut right to the quick, but she's a very sweet lady, and we hit it off. So
That's high praise, though. Not only are you an artist whose work people are enjoying, she's considering you, and I think rightfully so, one of the most fascinating people right now.
yeah, it's an honor. It's definitely an honor.
Oh, you are though. I mean, you're taking a lot of chances. You're out there. Your album is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So good for you.
Thank
know?
you.
I mean, it's got to be crazy.
It is
to
crazy.
Stardom like this.
It's crazy. It's definitely like there's no handbook for it, you know. So here and there, I might slip up, do something that wouldn't be the best choice or whatnot, and I'm just guessing. I'm just trying to do my best.
Yeah. Do you have you taken a mentor? Is there someone who's been at the game longer than you that's your go-to phone call when you're going, maybe I should or shouldn't do this?
No, I mean, I think I have a group of friends that are all performers, and every once in a while I'll bounce ideas off of them, but for the most part, I'm just trying to trust my own instincts,
I like it that you still talk to your dad about stuff.
Yeah.
You said in an interview the other day,
Yeah.
your dad said, maybe you should apologize.
Yeah, he was so funny. He was like, I don't know, Ad. I think maybe you could apologize. I didn't do anything wrong. So,
yeah. Did you think, going into this, did you know that at some point in your career that if you weren't controversial, you didn't do something that made people second guess you, that you'd be surprised? I mean, that was...
Yeah, it's like I was just interpreting the lyrics of the song, which were kind of sexy, and it was one of those situations where I got carried away and I had fun on stage, and my intention was not to tick anybody off or offend anybody. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how it resulted for a lot of people, and for that I feel badly, but I don't feel like I did anything quote unquote wrong.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not apologizing.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And you got fired up watching Lady Gaga on stage.
I
that
did,
raises the
man.
bar for you, right?
I did, yeah. And then
Yeah.
she lit a fire under my butt. So I was definitely onto her piano and under my butt. So I was ready to go.
You guys should have costume contests, so you can
I know,
help
we
do
should,
each
shouldn't
other.
we? I know it.
Now, I love the fact that the two of you are bringing something new to the table. We work in music around here, and there's some great music out, but it's high time there's some really fresh stuff that sounds different from anything else on the radio, and you and Gaga are both doing that.
Yeah, I think we're both trying to bring, personality and persona back to like the rock star spirit. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of like whether or not our music is actually rock or pop or dance or whatever, I think that there's definitely a kinship as far as just being a rock star.
Yeah.
Just being kind of outrageous and being a rebel.
The rock stars that you get compared to, you're actually donating your Kiss costume from the Idol finale today. And when you're talking about Kiss or David Bowie or Queen or any of the, they're all before your time.
Mm-hmm.
How did you end up being so influenced by them? You didn't grow up on them.
No, well, I kind of did. My father was a DJ in high school, or in college rather, and he had a huge vinyl collection. So I was exposed to a lot of that music just in my house. He would play a lot of it. I would look at record covers and be inspired. The David Bowie Diamond Dogs cover, for example. I remember just staring at it, going, "Wow, that's so weird." I love it. So I had a little bit of it, and then I really got into listening to it later in my 20s. So.
This is Adam Lambert inside the AJ in the Morning studios. For Your Entertainment has been out for about a week now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And give me, you worked with Gaga on a track,
I
right?
did, yeah. There's a track called Fever that we recorded, and she wrote it about 5 years ago. It's an old demo of hers, and she never got it produced. And she gave it to me to sing. And she came to the recording session, egged me on. It was great.
Why don't you guys tour together one day? Have you talked about that?
That would be cool. I think she's already starting to tour though right now, so I think
Are you guys like good friends? You talk on the phone, hang out?
No, she's a very busy lady.
You both are, man.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else was working with you on this? This is an amazing for a new artist. And yet, granted, you had a little bit of a head start coming off of American Idol, but still to have people lining up to work with you.
Yeah, it's a pretty big honor. I don't really, I don't know how it happened, but it did. And everybody that contributed songs, each time we had somebody new wanting to be involved in the record, I was like, wow. this is incredible. I'm so honored. Not only do we have like pop people like Lady Gaga, Pink actually just wrote that song "What Do You Want From Me" with Max Martin. I also have contributions from Muse, from Matt Bellamy from Muse.
Love them.
Yeah, Justin
Great
Hawkins from The
stuff.
Darkness.
Yeah.
So there's pop people and rock people on here. It's really exciting.
Yeah, we talked to Ryan Tedder a couple of
Yeah,
months
Ryan
ago,
Tedder is fantastic.
and we spoke about you, and,
Mhm.
and he had high praise. And one of the things he said was, here's a guy who had a real clear vision. Sometimes you walk in the studio and people are like, yeah, go ahead and do something with me. But he said that you had a real clear vision of what you wanted to sound like, and that makes it easy. How long have you had this vision of, before American Idol, before you made it big, were you carrying around in your head, boy, when I get a record and I know what's going to happen, I know what I want it to sound like?
I never actually thought, oh, I'm going to get a record. I thought it was kind of a far-fetched dream, to be honest with you. But before Idol started, I started kind of writing stuff with various people and working with a couple different producers, just, messing around in the studio, creating demos. And I did like to blend the rock and the dance music together. So it's always kind of been a dream to fuse the two together for me.
Yeah. When people make it now in one medium, it seems like the line at the door forms immediately for people going, well, Adam, you should have a cologne now. You should have a shoe line and a boxer short line.
Yeah.
I want to do nail polish. Come
Yes.
on.
Yeah, let's do it.
How do you not have eyeliner with your name on it?
Listen, it's all a matter of time. That would be really fun.
But does that happen? Is that happening at this early stage?
Not yet. No, I'm not worried about that.
Good.
I'm trying to focus on the music for right now. So
But
we'll do merchandise later.
Since we're talking about physical stuff, though, have you been working out? I mean, you look buff since the last time I saw you here in the studio.
You know what? I'm just skinnier because I
skinnier?
stopped eating as much as I was.
Because you've been so busy.
Yeah, I did a little diet, just started eating healthier, and I've been really busy. So just lost a few.
Okay.
Not really working out though. Definitely not buff. But thank you for saying so. That's sweet.
Adam Lambert in the studio with us. The album is out for your entertainment, and you're in town to donate your costume that you wore in the Idol finale. Now, what happens with those? Because you do, everything's a production to you when you get on stage. So you come up with an elaborate costume, you wear it once. Does it go in your closet? Is there a self-storage facility somewhere?
I didn't really know what to do with that, and I thought donating it would be the right thing to do. It's just going to gather dust in my closet. And it's a large piece, too, so I think it would take up a lot of room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have a lot of fans. It's a rare artist where I get emails from outside of San Diego. I'm getting emails all morning long from New York and Colorado and Denver, and they all want to talk.